So many of us crave spaces that look and feel expensive, not because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, just because we love the way those hotels and resorts and spaces make us feel. So in today's video, I'm going to share 15 ways to make your home feel expensive on a budget. I'm all about the Luxe Look for Less here, so I'm gonna show you how to make your home look expensive using these 15 tips. The first way to make your home look expensive is to fill it with lighting. I know that seems simple, but no one likes the fluorescent overhead lighting unless you're in an office or a surgical suite. We want our homes to feel warm and cozy, and we want lights quite like that one you see right back there to illuminate our space and make it feel cozy. I love this Obright cordless lamp because it is cordless. What's really beautiful about this is you can put this lamp absolutely everywhere. It's adjustable in terms of height, so you can just unscrew the rods and make it a table lamp if you want, or it can be a floor lamp, and you can move it all about your space without having to worry about cord management. And if there's one thing that separates a luxury space from a less high-end space, it is the cord management. Cord management is paramount in luxury spaces, so I love that this lamp requires you to do absolutely no thinking. Now, speaking of lighting, as I said, it's about every little place. And something you want to do with all of your electrical sockets is actually install electric socket illuminators. I'm not sure that's what they're called, but that's what I'm going to call them. I think these are so cool because basically what they do is they turn your electric socket into a socket, obviously, but there's also a little light that comes out, so you're able to illuminate your hallway and kind of have like guiding lights in your space. Now, would I put these in a bedroom? No, not necessarily, because that can be very irritating if you like to sleep in the pitch black, but this is really wonderful for your living room, your dining room, something like that. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can pair these electric sockets with these USB rechargeable peel and stick sconces. So these are really, really cool. I found them on Instagram, and basically what they do is you can do them peel and stick. They have a magnetic option, or you can actually mount them on the wall, but they're just USB rechargeable, and they are sconces that actually shoot light upwards and downwards or side and side. So you can really create like an art feature with your lighting. So if you have artwork in your hallways, even if you have a completely bare hallway, this can be a great way to add some visual interest and again, not rely on that pesky overhead light. And not only do I want you to have tabletop lighting, but I want you to get creative with where you place lighting in your home. So of course, maybe you have, task lamps behind your sofa, you have nightstand lamps, but I want more. I want you to have more. But what on your kitchen island? What on your kitchen countertop? I love to add lighting there. Another great place to add lighting would be on your bathroom counter. Yes, you can use some type of USB lighting. I love this dome one, it's really wonderful. And you can also add lighting to your coffee tables and your side tables. I think that has the most amount of wow factor because you just don't see it very often because of the cords. That's why I love these battery operated candles. These are one of my best sellers on Amazon because they are so good. I've never changed the batteries in these ever. I've had them for months. I run them all the time. They give off so much light. There's a candle option, there's a static option. They come in different colorways, and there is a remote, and it just gives a really nice glow for a nice way to wind down. If you've ever noticed any luxury space, it's very dim, it's very moody, and that's what we kind of want to emulate in the home. Another way you can instantly make your home feel more expensive is to actually add something above your nightstand. So a lot of times people leave this bare. They'll put something above the bed, but they forget about the space above the nightstands. Don't leave it bare. Option number one is to add mirrors. If you want to do that, that's fine. But that does require a bit of dusting, but that's what they tend to do at luxury stores. Option two is to add artwork. I love these frames from Amazon. So I actually have other frames by this brand that are brass, and I have those in my bedroom, but these ones are wooden. I have them in my dining room, and they're really great because they're super affordable but wooden. These 10 by 10 ones were just $10 a piece, and you can get many, many different shapes and sizes. But what I love about these is I just use peel and stick felt. They sell it on Amazon, and I use it to create a matting look to my artwork, and I add this above nightstands. This really creates a very nice, elevated, luxurious look, and you can take that same hack and use it all throughout your home. So if you want to take any art in your home to the next level, make it look more expensive, just add that peel and stick felt as a backing, and it will really highlight whatever it is you have. And if you can pair that felt with a mat that already came with that frame, ooh, Woo! It is going to look so freaking good. I cannot believe it. That brings me to the next design tip, which is to go for oversized items and not just when it comes to lighting. So if you are choosing vases or decorative accents, don't go for the itty bitty little vase. Maybe save that for the bookshelves in your office or your desk. But when it comes to coffee tables and consoles and stuff like that, bigger is better and simpler is better. So maybe go for a vase quite like this one. You can see this is a very large, oversized ruffle vase. It's interesting in terms of color, in terms of shape, in terms of texture. And if we can pile on those three differences, that really is going to scream high end. Another way to kind of elevate what you have going on with your existing vases is to just be very, very, very selective with your faux florals. So right now, the faux florals are probably choosing look kind of cheap because maybe the stem looks really realistic, but the flower doesn't, and vice versa. You want your faux florals to look waxy and realistic. Honestly, if you get a faux floral, the best test I like to do is I'll take a picture of it. If I can tell in that picture that it is fake, it looks too fake. Another great way to make any space feel a lot more expensive and luxurious is to get creative with water features. So I know you're saying, Kiva, what are you talking about? Well, I have a myriad of options for you. Number one is to just switch out the faucets in your home. Switching out a faucet can really pack a punch. I actually decided to use a bathtub faucet in my powder room, and my powder room is gonna have a bunch of big updates coming soon, so be sure to smash that subscribe button so you can follow along on that journey. But what I did is I got one that looked kind of like a waterfall, right, to really create a water feature in my sink. Something else you can do is actually just use indoor waterfall. So in a project that I did for my best friend, I actually added indoor waterfalls into the space that are mirrored that you could use above a nightstand, beside your TV console, something like that, so that it is useful and that is a mirror, but it also is a water feature, which really creates a fun pattern on the ceiling and a very soothing sound. Another way to use water to kind of elevate your design is to do something like I've done here. So I found these tabletop waterfalls. They're amazing. I love the sound. It really puts me to sleep. I no longer have to use a sound machine. And all I did is I took a lampshade and I set it on top of it. And it gives off enough light in and of itself. But if I wanted to take it to the next level, all I would have to do is just add a puck light on top, and then I have my own DIY lamp. And I know we're always debating about what metals are in, which ones are trending, but I think that brass will always be trending. So if you can infuse brass into your space, I think it's really going to take your home to the next level. Brass and gilding are so very luxe. So you can introduce that via a grand mirror like this. I love the Hamilton Hills mirrors from Amazon because they're super affordable. They're under $200 and you get this exact same look for less, just on a smaller scale. But I also love this mirror tray. It also looks just like the Louis Philippe gilt mirror from Restoration Hardware, but it's a tray, so you can use it for your remotes, your decorative accents, your tchotchkes, whatever it is you'd like to have on your coffee table, while bringing in that really nice pop of gold. Plus, it will reflect some light and it will reflect all of those different lighting options you've layered as a result of this video. And of course, I've mentioned this one before, but you always want to add picture lights to your artwork if you can find one that's the right size. I know they can be super duper expensive, but I just found this one that is plug in. It's really great. It comes with a remote and it looks just like the ones from Restoration Hardware. I've not ordered this one yet, but I have placed an order, so stay tuned. I will let you know how good they are. But I also have a myriad of battery operated and USB charge ones that I really love. The only thing is your art gets bigger, you need a larger one. Your picture light should take up between 1/2 and 2/3 the width of your painting. So if you're not finding one that's the right size, you can either double up or use one of the other USB or battery operated lighting options I suggested. But if you can do a picture light, do a picture light. Now, if you live in a rental and you don't want to put anything up on the wall, use a floor easel for your artwork to really illuminate it. I have this one in my guest room. This is a great way to make a floor lamp a little bit more useful. This gives off tons of light. This is a great way to wind down. I've been sleeping in my guest room. I like the vibes in here so much. And it's a great way to put the art front and center, which I love. I love celebrating artwork and it tells so much about your story. Talk about this one all the time, but I found a new candle warmer, and you always want to cater to the olfactory when you're trying to make a space look luxurious. It does not matter how beautifully curated your space is if it smells like old food or it smells like garbage. So I love to use candle warmers. I just picked this one up, and this is very mid-century modern inspired. I think you're gonna love this one. It looks like a lamp and you wouldn't even realize it was a candle warmer if you didn't already know. And it really fills your home with a scent without being super overbearing. I just feel like this one looks less like a candle warmer than the other ones I've shared before, and I definitely wanted to put you on. And something I see people get wrong all of the time is they don't mix and match their pillow covers. They'll go all black velvet or all white, and they don't mix and match the colors, the patterns, the textures. So in this case, you saw that I had these tassel pillow covers, which are ribbed. They're more of a cotton. They're a little bit more heavy duty. And I paired them with this boucle pillow cover. So I've have so many different textures, so many different colors, and it's very, very visually stimulating. You have to look back and back to really take in the entire vignette, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want your design to be predictable. Predictable does not look luxurious. You want it to be interesting, you want it to be captivating, and you want it to be layered. Speaking of layering, when it comes to your bed, you want to layer it. Just putting your duvet cover on is not enough. You want a duvet cover. I like this one by Bedshore because it's waffled, which means you do not have to iron it, and I hate ironing. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Even though I have 50 million steamers, I hate ironing. You don't have to iron this one. Then I layer it with the Bedshore waffle blanket. This bedspread is amazing because it really does cover your entire bed. It's oversized. So if you have something that isn't waffled underneath and you didn't feel like ironing, you get kind of covered up with that. Something that also really cheapens a room is having bedding that's way too short, because you can see underneath the bed, you can see how messed up the rug is, just like you can see reality, and sometimes we don't want to be faced with that. So what I love about this Super King duvet cover and the Super King duvet is that they're oversized. They're actually 16 inches wider than a normal king comforter or king duvet, which means that it really drapes on either side of the bed. So you and your spouse are no longer fighting about covers, and it fully covers everything that's kind of under the bed, but it doesn't quite touch the floor, so you don't have to worry about dust mites or anything like that. Please, please start investing in fluffy pillows, not only for your living, but also for your bed. Have you ever seen a bed where the pillows just look plain sad? My bed looks like that right now, but that's why I love to use these Beckham pillows. They're super nice and full, but I also like to sleep on them. So I can sleep on my back, my side, my stomach, and still feel comfortable while having my pillowcases completely filled out. Because when they're not completely filled out, they look sad and sick, and they're so expensive, right? So we feel like they should be nice and full and fluffy if we have to spend so much money on those pillow covers. I promise you that in and of itself is really going to not only elevate how your bedding looks, but also your experience in the bedroom. And if you want a good down pillow, I love these ones as well. I like to layer down pillows and down alternatives so that they each have different uses. One is really great for sleeping and one is really great for sitting up in bed, or depending upon how I like to sleep. But I've linked all of my favorite pillows down below because I have quite a list, and let me know if you want a ranking of like the best pillows and the best bedding, because I sure have a lot of opinions and I have quite a long list. But that is it for today's video. Those are tips on how to make your home look expensive. Making your home look and feel expensive and luxurious doesn't have to break the bank. You just need to know what rules you need to follow, which I outlined in today's video, and I shared all the products you can use to execute that look. Now, if you want to shop any of the finds I shared in today's video, just click the links down in my description box, and I also have everything linked on my Amazon storefront. I'd love to have you over there. Just hit that follow button because I'm updating new lists and curated rooms every single week, and I think you're really gonna love them. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and until next time, have a beautiful day.